Oh, it's just fabulous to be here at Swettenham Stud at the start of spring. I mean, there's absolutely spring in everybody's step.
And to be in surroundings like this at Swettenham, I couldn't think of anywhere you'd rather be.
The parade had great buzz. I mean, a big crowd turned out here today at Swettenham. So I think people were very impressed with the presentation, the speeches.
Really the commentary that Adam gave on the horses gave us a bit of an insight, other than what you normally read in the newspapers or hear from the commentary on the TV. Listening to Adam speak and give a bit of background and insight into the horses and the way they're managed here at the facility.
The way that the interview between Chris and whoever else was talking about the horse, that worked out really well, a bit more of a conversation, a bit relaxed. You weren't sort of there trying to jot down all statistics and that sort of thing.
Well, I thought the stallions looked absolutely magnificent, normal Swettenham fashion, turned out beautifully, and you know, some impressive horses that I think suits every broodmare owner.
The stallions looked great, particularly Master of Design and Equiano, and then we also loved the bit at the end with the mares and the foals. I just love the way the foals trot around after their mums. It reminds me a bit of my little boy.
Wonderful foals, already jumping out of their skin with enthusiasm. And Equiano, you know, one of the speed machine, he's got a huge backside on him, and you know, that's just power that you can see will go straight from the stallion into the foals and onto the racetrack.
And I can't wait to see his yearlings of now in 12 or 18 months' time.
The highlight of the day was American. Seeing such an amazing animal, and up close it's much more beautiful in the flesh than it is from the grandstand at the races or also on TV.
Just seeing him come out, and he's just a magnificent animal, unbelievable looking animal.
I honestly think that it's one of the best looking horse. His physique's just unbelievable.
He's always been a very imposing individual, but he looks in superb condition.
Well, I don't think anyone could look at him and not be impressed. I mean, everyone remembers his great racing victories, so certainly he looked very much the part. Beautiful.
I think you'd be very proud to be standing American in such a facility, certainly. I mean, of all the horses you could think of at the moment, at the front of mind, that if you could choose, American would have to be the one.
It's only the second time I've seen him since he left the racetrack, and we've got a mare booked in to go to him this year, so very interested to have a look at how he's let down and how he looks, and I must say, you know, the boys here have done a magnificent job with him.
Looks good enough to race. I asked Adam, could we borrow it for November? So he said no. But no, he looks great, and the news of getting 150 odd mares is fantastic. I don't think any of us expected that.
And that's what we're wanting to see in Victorian breeding. We're trying to see these high quality stallions coming to Victorian studs like Swettenham to boost our breeding industry. We want to be the best state for thoroughbred breeding in Australia, and Swettenham's certainly leading the way.
Adam's got 4 good stallions that are sort of non-Danehill line horses, so we're all seeking that sort of outcross, and you know, with sort of Equiano, Dash for Cash, American and Host, he sort of fills the bill.